Um, I'm building on what I talked about on Sunday. So for those of you who were here on Sunday, what I talked about was getting out into the public and doing live presentations. And of course, I'm actually preparing for a live workshop coming up this Saturday in Naples, Florida for SCORE. SCORE is your retired executives, and they do business training. And so far, it sounds like I'm going to have a full classroom. And of course, the big news for my presentation is going to be the April 21st deadline for the Google for Mobile Friendly. And secondarily, of course, I'm going to be telling them what a good website should include. So I'll be able to use my local theme jack as examples. I'll be using the mobile wizard as my tool to show off the people. And I'm actually going to know the majority of who my students will be by Thursday. So that gives me plenty of time to create a custom presentation that will speak directly to the audience. So the takeaway from what I taught on Sunday was create a live presentation, go out and start getting some speaking gigs. And of course, I am creating these presentations, and the idea is that we will actually make available soon the presentations that I've been creating that you can customize to what you're doing. What my big secret about public speaking or speaking to groups, and this can also work in a webinar situation if you were training to local business people in a webinar. So what my big talk tonight or tip is going to be is about what I call the free gift evaluation form for lead capture. And I'm going to show it to you, and I'm going to deconstruct it so you will understand how you can take the same concept and create your own free gift evaluation forms that will help you to capture up to 100% of the room. Typically, when I don't get 100%, the reason will be that there was one or more people from an organization or a husband and a wife, and they were acting as one, so they won't fill out an individual form. They'll just fill out one form. And that's typically the reason why I won't get every form back. It's because people, they think as like two people are one when they do this. A little bit about me, if you haven't met me before, I am a local online marketing consultant. I have been in the business since 2010. I am the social media educator and creator of the very first social media marketing certification program at Florida Gulf Coast University, and I teach several classes there related to marketing for local businesses. I speak and do workshops at SCORE for the Small Business Administration and Sea Grant in Florida. I've written a couple books about social media and Pinterest. I am a former newspaper editor and publisher, and also a videographer. I had one of the very first real estate TV shows in the United States back in the mid-'80s. And I worked with Mike Koenigs at Traffic Geyser, and I was one of his Main Street Marketing Machines heroes for 3 or 4 years in a row. And I presented in San Diego, helping people to understand how to do local marketing. So tonight, I'm going to, like I said, walk you through how to capture leads from your live presentations. And of course, I'm always using local theme jack or mobile, it's mobile jack wizard. I'm trying to figure out where to put the jack. Mobile wizard jack. And I always use Jack's tools because they're so easy to show people the value in them from top to bottom. Just like in the samples he showed you that other people have created where they took the theme and they made it their own, that's the beauty. So I'm going to show you my free gifts evaluation form, and again, you can get up to 100% of the room to give you feedback, permission to contact them, a request for a meeting, and super, super goodwill because you're giving them valuable free gifts. And I'll show you that. So right now is the perfect time, if you don't have a pen and paper or taking notes on your computer, now's the time to really pay attention and take notes, because I'm going to show you and talk about each little segment of this one-page form that I print out in typically black and red ink. And it's the only piece of paper I typically will hand out to a group unless I'm trying to really give them like a workbook or something. But typically this is the only piece of paper I give them, and I typically hand it out along with the other handouts that are given to people when they arrive. So this is what it looks like. It's really simple, and at the very top, and I actually have this cut up so you can actually see it, but as you can see, it's return to Tami today, get free gifts. And I have thanks for attending Tami Patzer's Reputation Marketing. This was what this particular one was. Tami Patzer's Reputation Marketing, Content Curation, and Video Marketing presentation sponsored by Oddbling and Noel Crosby, AUD. That was for an audiologist association. And then, of course, I have my phone number on it. And most of the time, people will write this stuff down on a paper, and I typically give them a handout that has all my information on it. And then I say, to get the free gifts, email. So I actually say, like, if you don't fill this out, you can email me at my email address. And then I ask them for their name, email, company name, and phone. And I've actually added, since this form, I asked them for their address, city, state, and zip, so that I could mail to them using regular mail. And then the evaluation, I start out with a positive question. Did you learn anything of value today? Yes or no? Well, unless they weren't paying attention at all, they probably did learn something absolutely brand new, because I always give them something out of the news that just happened that day related to my topic. So I'm not going to go through this whole thing here, but I just wanted you to see that it's really a series of questions of yes, 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 and then I actually do ask them a question. No, thanks, I'm good for now. And that way, if they're really not interested, they will mark that, but in the meantime, they will typically ask you for additional information. And I'm going to go ahead and show you one that's been filled out. And this one was actually interesting because this person, he didn't hand this to me at the event, but he did scan it and attach it to an email and return it to me via email. But just I wanted you to see how people respond to this. And as you can see, he hand wrote, please send an email this to, and then he has his name and his email and his company and his phone. Did he learn anything of value today? Yes. Please comment or ask questions. So he wrote great stuff about reviews. And in this particular event, I was talking about how to expand your online footprint and double your income as part of social media tools you need to increase your business. This one was actually done at a business, women's real estate council, and this person happened to be there. And then, of course, number 5, he clicked, yes, I would like a demonstration of the reputation management system for my business. And of course, I've since changed my language to reputation marketing system. And then as you notice, he checked every single free PDF that I had to offer related to social media, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, automation. He wanted all my webinars that I had created. And he didn't mark anything for the special offers, but still, I would rate this a 9 out of 10 because he marked, yes, I would like a demonstration. So this was a very positive evaluation, and it told me this person's really interested in what I have and my services. So I'm going to deconstruct this now. So again, at the very top, it says in big bold letters, return to Tami today, get free gifts. So I put the free in red so that it would, of course, pop off the page. And the word free, of course, is a very powerful word because it means I'm going to give you something. And the word gift implies I'm going to give you something of value that I think that you'll appreciate. You know, that's kind of how the word gift comes out. So I want to make sure, okay. Then the evaluation, number 1, did you learn anything of value today, yes or no? And I have never, ever had anyone check no to that question. And then please comment or ask questions here. Of course, sometimes they'll fill it out. If they have a specific question or an interest, they'll typically write, tell me more about something. This person said he really was interested in the reviews because I had shown them samples of good and bad reviews. He was not interested in a copy of today's presentation, but that gives me an opportunity. If they check that, it gives me an opportunity to have them give me their email again. And again, when they check that, they're telling me it's okay to send me this presentation via email. Okay? Number 4, yes, I would like to be contacted about how you can use online marketing such as video and reputation management. Of course, you can tweak this information to any service or topic that you choose. And then number 5, yes, I'd like a demonstration of the reputation management system for my business. And then, of course, they can always say, no, thanks, I'm good for now. And what is very interesting is often they will say, yes, I want a copy of the presentation. And then they'll say, no, I'm good for now. But they still are giving you permission to contact them later because they are interested, but they're telling you, I'm not ready this split second. So you can actually take your pile of evaluations and scan them quickly and put them in the yes pile, the maybe pile, and the follow-up pile. So your yes people who want a demonstration, those are your hot prospects. The people who said, well, I'd like a copy of the presentation, that means that maybe they want to study it a little bit more, or they want to look at it. You know, they're definitely interested, but they're not sure. And of course, the no, I'm good for now, means I'm good for now, but it's just like when you go into the grocery store or into a clothing store and somebody approaches you, may I help you? You just walked in. You don't know what you want. I'm good for now, but 5 minutes later, oh, I need help now because I decided I want to look at, you know, I want to try on this blouse or something, or whatever it might be. So it gives you a really good tool for determining hot prospect, warm prospect, follow up. You know, they're you know, of all the people, probably this will be the slowest to buy from you, but they're still a good prospect. And then the gifts, all the gifts are typically things I've collected. They may be private label rights, information. They might be articles that I found that I thought were really powerful articles about, for example, articles that I might find about April 21st and the upcoming the possible Google slap for people and how that's going to affect them. I might have something about mobile marketing. I might include images or ask them if they would like me to send them more information about what their website looks like, and I'll talk more about that in a second. But as you can see, this person wanted every free thing I offered, which was PDFs and videos, and again, they're indicating to me, I want to learn more, I am interested in marketing, send me this free stuff, and then of course you're creating that know, like, trust factor with them, because you're giving them great value. You just stood in front of them and told them information they need to know right now, and then you're saying, on top of that, because obviously I couldn't cram everything into my little 20-minute presentation, hour-long presentation, or 3-hour workshop, I'm going to give you access to all of this other material, and of course they're saying yes. So let's see, okay, this I just wanted to point out again, the sequence of questions that you ask about, did you learn anything of value today? Yes. You start with a positive question. Please give me comments or ask questions. You're asking for feedback. Do you want to copy? You're pretty much putting the word yes into their mind over and over and over again. And then at the end, you give them the option to bow out gracefully. So that's why I wanted to point that out. It's yes, 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 yes. No thanks, I'm good for now. So it's a very non-confrontational way to ask people for information. And the fact that you're going to give them free gifts, it's like, okay, that's worth my name, my email, my company name, my phone number, because it makes sense that you would ask that information. So here's the special offer section, and of course this can be whatever it is that you are promoting in that day. For example, when I create this form for my upcoming workshop, my special offers are going to be related to my local ThemeJack websites. I'll give them a special deal for that. And then I might offer them some reputation marketing services. And again, I can tell my language has changed since I did this particular form. So reputation marketing, and then, say 50% on first month of any service with any order. So that kind of, I can take that offer and target it specifically to what that means. Or I could make the offer be, we'll set up your website, or we'll charge you, instead of $197 a month for your website, we'll charge you $97 a month. Whatever I choose. Then the offer at the bottom that you can see where it says get free online presence evaluation, what that is, and again I'm asking for the company, the address, city, state, zip, company phone, name, and email, obviously, because if I do an online presence evaluation, that is a true evaluation, and of course I can use some tools to create, like for example, that a compliance check could be part of that online presence evaluation. I could do the mobile wizard evaluation where I could show them, what their website looked like. Is it mobile friendly? Is it not? There is a lot that you can do with these online presence evaluations. Notice I don't say free website evaluation. I'm trying to make it a broader evaluation. And the beauty of that, again, when you get permission to do that, often it gives you an opportunity before you ever do the online evaluation. You can pick up the phone and talk to them about what you're planning on doing, so then you can have that warm call with them about how nice it was that they attended your workshop or your lunch and learn or whatever it was, or your webinar, and talk to them about it and say, okay, I want to make sure that I have all the information I need to do this online evaluation. And then you can talk to them and ask them questions about, well, what is your biggest problem? You can take, a period of time, make it short, 7 minutes, 12 minutes, something short, and ask them a series of questions. And during that conversation, you're going to find out what it is, what their big problem is, and it will help to guide you in creating your free online presence evaluation. I'll tell you, one of the mistakes that I personally made in doing these free online presence evaluations was not picking up the phone first and talking to them, because I would end up doing like a 20-minute or 30-minute video all about their online presence, every little nuance, and I'd give that to them. Of course, think about it, the value of that. I just told them all their problems. I just told them all their solutions. Now they had a roadmap that they could take to anyone and shop it. So that was a mistake I made early on. So that's something I can give to you so that you don't make the same mistake. Use these evaluation forms as a foot in the door strategy. You've stood in front of them, or you've talked to them on a webinar. Now you can use it as a foot in the door. And I wanted to be sure that if you're using this in a webinar, use SurveyMonkey, or send them a simple survey about the same thing, and you can get that feedback that you want from them, because if they've spent time with you on a training webinar, they'll probably take the time to answer, 10 questions. It would have to be structured a little bit differently, but it's the same concept of, I'll give you these free gifts in exchange, tell me this information, and go from there. So again, this is what it looks like all filled out. Very simple. It's a one-page form, and as you can tell, it's totally flexible and customizable to whatever your presentation is, to whatever your services are. And for example, when I go to do my workshop on March 28th, I of course will have this form targeted to the audience that I'll have, and my free things will all be related to mobile marketing, websites, and Facebook retargeting, because that's something that I will also be addressing to them. I'm not going to talk to them about Facebook in general. I'm actually going to talk to them about Facebook retargeting, because that's what they need to be doing right now. They don't need to be messing around on Facebook. They need to be using Facebook to drive business. So this is what makes a good presentation that sells. You want to go in as the authority expert and always use some hot news of the day, right now, the mobile-friendly Google Slap is hot news of the day. Millions of businesses need it. Every person who has a website or doesn't have a website, they need to know about this. And it eliminates that one obstacle that I kept seeing come up before we started talking about the Google Slap. People were going, well, what if they already have a website? What do I do? Well, we've eliminated that obstacle because they need to make sure it's mobile friendly. So we have hot news of the day, or a hook to get them all excited. Why do they need to fix their website? If they don't, it'll lose them money or it'll make them money. And of course, we as the authority expert, we come in and present the problem, and then we also become the solution. You know, we tell them about a problem that they may or may not even know exists. They obviously are going to know it exists sooner than later. We become the solution to their problem, and then of course if we give them that great offer, irresistible offer, the mafia offer, whatever people call it nowadays, the great offer, then of course that wraps up a great presentation. And if you're providing value to your audience, you will, as you look at each individual person out there, you'll probably see a lot of them nodding their head up and down, and those with their arms crossed. As you provide more and more value, you'll notice them relax, and they'll be feverishly taking notes. And of course, you reassure them that, you know, yes, take notes, but don't worry about it. You will send them the presentation. All they have to do is fill out your evaluation form to get their free gifts, and be sure that they fill out the evaluation form so that you'll get your free gifts, da-da-da-da-da. So you will put your evaluation form into your presentation so they understand you need to fill it out in order to get the benefits from what I've just presented to you. I have some materials that you will want to look at. And in this case, with the Google Slap, part of the presentation materials, of course, will be news articles about the Google Slap and why it's important. And I will give them like a little synopsis of, this is what you need to know, and I can help you fix it. Okay? So again, your free gifts evaluation can get up to 100% of the room to give you feedback, permission to contact them, a request for a meeting, and of course the goodwill that comes from giving somebody something of great value. And just if you're listening and you're going, well, if I went out and did a presentation, what could I talk about? Of course, you can talk about the Google update. It's April 21st, 2015. Mobile, of course, is hot. More than 50% of people use their mobile phones. I always liken the mobile phone to the umbilical cord that everybody has, because it's like it's attached to them, and it's their cord to their family, to their work, to their world. And of course, you can talk about that websites need to be mobile friendly. And here are some examples of some titles of a presentation that you might give. What makes a great website? Capture hot prospects and get new paying clients and customers. Okay, so I'm saying to them in that one little title, what makes a great website? So the promise in the headline is, I'm going to tell you what makes a good website, and then I'm saying this is what you're going to get. You're going to learn how to capture hot prospects and get new paying clients and customers. And again, we have, I don't even know anymore. I know the promise at one time was 112 niche themes, but I think it's more than 150 now. So we know that we have the WordPress and the technology behind us. So we don't need to worry about the technology. We can concentrate on getting in front of people and selling our services that we can provide quickly and easily. And I want to emphasize, somebody in the group the other day was worried about, how can I charge that much if it's so easy for me to do? My reaction, and this is the absolute truth, is quit thinking in terms of trading time for dollars. That is over. I know that's what we do in the job market, but we don't have to trade time for dollars anymore, because if we are, it's called a job. That's the concept of trading time for dollars. You can create a solid business with local theme jack, and of course with the tools with Mobile Wizard. I mean, it's just mind-boggling what you can do. And if you've been watching in our Facebook group, the people who are actually implementing, and they might be using emails, but they're getting on the phone and they're calling people, and they get some no's, but they're getting yeses. Somebody said they called like 80 people and got something like 9. That's actually pretty darn good. Yes, you get told no, but getting out in front of people, talking to people in a speaking event, I like that model because it's one to many. And how cool is it when you can go and talk to 2 people, 3 people, 20 people, 50 people all at once, and you have your evaluation form. You have a room of 50, you get back 50 hot leads, and then you divide them up and you go, oh, okay, well, these 5 people want this, these 5 people want this, and these people I need to follow up, and warm them up some more. But these people are ready to go. I just have to say, what do you want? Here's how much it costs. Let's go. So you can also, of course, talk, are you mobile friendly? April 21 deadline looms. Facebook makes you money. Go viral. How to manage your online presence in 30 minutes a day. And remarketing, how you can legally stalk your prospects for pennies. I'm actually going to include that one in my presentation on Saturday, because I just thought it was it's going to get their attention. That's the whole idea. And I want to show you about how to get people's attention. And I'm also going to show you how one of our members, Dean Renfro, Dean, is using the Mobile Wizard to get attention. And I'm going to show you what he did, and I'll tell you and show you how to do it for yourself. So I thought that would be a really good part of this tip tonight. So here's an example. This is actually, and I hate to admit it, but if you look at the example on the left-hand screen, that's my TamiPatzer.com site, okay? And that's why I became an enterprise user and got the digital marketing site, because if you look at the right side, hey, look at the difference. And you see absolutely nothing, and then you know what I do for business. So before and after, and think about it, I'm using myself as an example. And when you are standing in front of a group of people and you show your own vulnerability, that is powerful stuff, because you're standing in front of people telling them, hey, I'm in the business and my site wasn't mobile friendly. But since I'm in the business, I found the answer to my problem. I can share my answer with you. So if you can actually use the fact that your personal site might not be up to par, but you're smart enough to know how to fix it. So that's an example. This is what Dean put together and shared in Facebook, and I'll deconstruct this a little bit just to show you why this image is so powerful. So again, on the left you have Google penalty coming if your website looks like this. So they can look at it and go, oh, okay, Google penalty, what is that? And then they see on the other side, Google Love coming if your website looks like this. And so they can see a nice website, you know, an example of easy to use. And then the line underneath says, save your business from the impending Google mobile slap on April 21st and create a positive mobile experience for your customer. Call us now to schedule your upgrade, telephone number. Then they, at the bottom, it says check for yourself at, and then they give the URL. And with the beauty of this is you have, oh no, I've got a problem. It should look something like this. Save your business with a deadline date, create a positive experience. So you're telling them why they need to fix it. Create a positive experience for your customer. They don't need to know a lot to understand that there's something happening. If I don't improve my mobile experience for my customer, I'm going to get in trouble. You know, that they get that. And then again, you say, call us now to schedule your upgrade. So call us now, call me right now, schedule your upgrade. So you're not telling them how you're going to fix it. You're just telling them that you're going to upgrade it so that it's right. And then, of course, you put in the phone number, and then you send them to the mobile check site. You send them to the mobile wizard that Jack Kaufman's team has created for you. So you've got this great tool, the mobile wizard. So this is what I made, and how I made this was I went to my mobile wizard that I installed on my digital marketing theme, and I took a screenshot, and then I went into Keynote, which is PowerPoint, and I inserted the image onto the screen, and then I copied from Dean Renfro's content. I stole his headline about Google penalty coming if your website looks like this, Google Love coming if your website looks like this, and then I made my own version. It's not too late to save your business from the impending Google slap coming April 21st and create a positive customer experience for your customer. Call us to schedule your upgrade, phone number, and then check for yourself. I did this in a PowerPoint. You could do the same thing using PowerPoint, Keynote. You could upload your image into a free tool such as PicMonkey. You could use Photoshop or GIMP or Pixlr. There's a ton of places where you can go to create your own image, and then of course you can download this image and you can create marketing tools with this. For example, if you're going to meet someone, you could print it out. You could make a postcard with it. I used to make postcards using screenshots like this, and then I mail them to my subjects. You could, of course, put them in your email. You can do them in a live demonstration, like what I can do. If I know how many people I am going to have at this event, this workshop, I can do something like this for every single person in advance, and I could print it out, hand it to them, and they'd be looking at it as they're sitting there listening to me talk about what's going on with Google. And don't you think that having that in their hands, that they're going to be going, oh man, I better get this fixed? Because by the end of my workshop, they're going to know why they need to get it fixed and how I can help them to fix it. So really easy stuff to do in terms of you take a screenshot, put your headline on it. You can use PowerPoint or Keynote. I use PowerPoint and Keynote a lot to make ads and images, and then if I save them as JPEGs, and then if I want to change them, I pull them into PicMonkey or some other free online tool where I can manipulate them and make them smaller or larger, things like that. So also, I'm just full of it tonight. Jack's probably going, oh my God, she's giving it away. I wanted to give you an insider scoop tonight about what Jack and I are creating. And we talked about it a little bit on Sunday, but I just want you to know that we're really, really serious about providing really high quality for everyone, not only in the tech or the software, but also in the training, and to help you go out and sell stuff so that you can make money. So we're working on a LeadsMaster Pro Mobile Wizard Edition, and of course it's the backbone of the whole thing is a local theme Jack mobile marketing agency WordPress theme that Jack is having designed. My part of it is I'm going to provide you with done-for-you, customizable sales presentations that you can use to either go out and speak in your communities or use for online webinars to sell to local businesses. I'm going to give you some good, high-quality, professional emails that you can send out. I'm going to give you a customizable, done-for-you original report document why a business needs a mobile website so that you can take that, put your name on it, call it yours. And then I'm going to give you some, let's call it snail mail ideas, and I'm going to give you access to, I'll call it the 10-word sales letter about how there are some things you can do using ordinary mail, you know, that I can show you that works so well that I had to quit doing it because I couldn't keep up with the response that I got. So I'm going to share that with you. And then as a bonus, I'm going to give you templates in Pages and Word of the latest version of my free gift evaluation. That includes all of the new mobile stuff on it and the 21 things a good website needs today's sales presentation. So those will be the bonuses that will go along with it. And as you can tell, this is super, I mean, it's more and more complete. As I learn and go along, I pay attention, and Jack does too. We're paying attention to everything you guys tell us and what you need, what you want. And so this is what I'm hearing people say that they would like and need and want to help them grow their business. So I wanted to give you that little insider scoop, and we're looking at next week to have this all done, ready to go. It does take time to pull everything together and everything, but since you're on this call, you guys get, you know, it's the insider scoop about what we're up to for you. So that is what I have for Tami's. I'm calling it the triple threat talk tips. and I always want to remind you that when you're building your local marketing business, I'm giving you like one golden nugget at a time. I'm giving you things that you can implement on Monday or Wednesday, in this case, to make more money this week. So the things that I talked to you about tonight are things, for example, like Dean Renfro did. He took an idea and he took, you know, made the images, put some really cool headlines on it, and started to send it out. And he says he's getting good responses. So right there, we've got a proven method of using your mobile wizard right now. And that mobile wizard is such a phenomenal tool for sales, and the local theme jacks within themselves with the sales dynamite jack mixed in, it's like you got this package of software and technology that is just so extremely powerful. And now we're bringing you some sales presentations and some techniques on how to present and how to talk to people, and how to use a simple little one-page evaluation based on the concept of giving value that you can use to grow your business. So that's what I've got for tonight.